Yes! Yay or yes. Doesn't even matter. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Ginger Runner Live, episode number 231. Probably our favorite episode to do every year now.
It's up there with Ginger Miss results.
By far up there.
I think Ginger Miss gets a little saucier, but...
yeah, we definitely booze up a little bit more for Ginger Miss. There's very little at stake there. But here... Right now, we are about to announce all of the winners from this year's Ginger Runner Global Run. So, real briefly, before we get into the show, for the last 3 years, Kim and I have put on this event. It's a virtual run. I hate the term virtual run, so I've changed it this year. We rebranded it because it's become so much more than that. So we are doing, this is the 3rd annual Ginger Runner Global Run. Runners from around the globe participate on the same day, October 7th, 2018. The whole point is to run 2 hours. You can run, you can walk, you can hike, but we have a bunch of award categories that we like to put out there to challenge everybody. The whole point is to push yourself however you want to. Those challenges range from trying to get the most distance in 2 hours, the most elevation gain, reach the highest peak, film and document your run. We do some fun ones too, including a doppelganger award, donut eating challenge. Oh my goodness. And we do an inspiration award as well. 10 awards in total. It gets better every year. We get more participation every year. This is no exception. 2018 was amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. So we're very, very thankful to be able to do tonight's show once again. It is our award show. Sit back, relax, everybody. We are so excited that you're joining us tonight. We have our booze in case we do want to get a little saucy. We're going to give some stuff away tonight, starting now. Ginger Runner. Yay! What is it? What? Was that?
No, there's a lot of comments in the chat room about the bushy beard that's happening.
It's to the... I apologize to those listening to the podcast right now because I just ran my fingers through the beard and this mic will pick that up. If you're watching live, you probably also heard that. Beard is full bushy right now. I need to shave it. I need to trim
There's probably food and or GRGR trophies stuck in it at the moment.
There might even be some donut juice. I don't ever want to use that term again. Welcome, everybody, to Ginger Runner Live, episode number 231.
We are getting up there.
Mm-hmm. I'll let you say it this time.
I said it.
You did.
Hi.
Hi. I am so excited about tonight's show because, as I mentioned there in the pre-show very briefly, this is our award show for the Ginger Runner Global Run. For the last 3 years, Kim and I have put on this virtual run where athletes from around the world can participate basically on October 7th, which was this last Sunday. Everyone registered runs for 2 hours. You can run, you can hike, you can walk, you can crawl. You can do whatever you want for those 2 hours as long as it's self-propelled and not on a bike or on an elliptico.
Or on
skis. You get the point. Basically running or walking or hiking, that sort of thing. Get out the door, get outside, embrace nature, embrace just getting a sweat on and challenging yourself. And the challenge comes in multiple facets. Whether you just need to get out the door and that's the challenge in and of itself, totally awesome.
Yep.
We also have 10 award categories to help maybe align some of your challenges with an award category. Those challenges every year just get better and better. The results are just incredible. So for the last couple of days, Kim and I have been tallying up the results, and we have winners, my friends. We have winners. Everyone that participated is a winner. That is how the millennials will refer to it. We are millennials, are we?
No.
Everyone's a winner. But tonight we're going to celebrate 10 individuals in these categories, in the following categories. The Doppelganger Award is for the individual or individuals who embrace my facade.
Or my facade.
Or Kim's facade.
Or Gus's facade.
We love the amount of love that Gus got this year, which is pretty amazing. So that's the Doppelganger Award, which we'll start with here in just a second. Head in the Cloud Awards, who can reach the highest elevation in that 2 hour window for GRGR. Biggest crew. This is always really fun. We want you to get the community together. That's one thing that we pride ourselves on. And this Ginger Runner live audience and the people who support this channel and everything, they're an amazing community. And we like to celebrate and reward that for people who get together. So the biggest crew, they could be registered or not for GRGR. It didn't matter. We just wanted to see the biggest crew. Also, biggest gain, so most elevation gain in 2 hours. There's going to be a male and a female winner for that, as well as most distance traveled in the 2 hours, both male and female winners for that.
I was blown away about how far and how much
Yes.
climbing people can get in 2 hours. Like numbers that I can
Ridiculous.
only dream of maybe getting close to someday, but probably not.
Yep. It's insane. We also have a calorie counter award, which goes to the person who consumed the most donuts during this.
I felt sick when tabulating those results.
I apologize in advance for you guys, what you're about to see. At distance, we already covered that. Inspiration award, we like to reward people who have incredible stories that inspire others to get out the door and run or move. It's always a really amazing category to be able to celebrate. We have some stories that we'll be reading tonight, and of course, we always like to say in advance, it's like we don't want to say that other stories are not as impactful or any of that kind of thing. It's very difficult to choose an inspiring story. We have so many this year, but we do like to celebrate them, and we always like to pull inspiration from wherever we can find it.
Yep.
And finally, this is the award that is close to my heart, and that is the Filmmaker Award. This whole channel started because of just creating content, whether it was a review or documenting my runs, my training runs, my races, or any of that sort of stuff, and it just grew into so much more. So I really want to celebrate you guys, the filmmakers out there who take chances, challenge themselves in a very short amount of time to document and edit and publish these beautiful video creations. So we're going to celebrate a number of people in that category tonight because I just love it. I love that one.
And the quality that people are putting out within 24 or 48 hours is incredible.
It is amazing.
Incredible. And we get to see, like, I don't know, what I always feel so spoiled when we're going through the filmmaker entries because we get to see all these incredible places from all around the world, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And one thing I want to point out, I also documented our GRGR experience, which we do every year, and like hundreds of you sent us videos, short clip videos that we're going to attempt to use as many as possible in our recap video, which will hopefully be dropping this week. But I'm always excited to do that because going through those videos is like, it's a trip around the world. We get to see far and away places that we will maybe never get to visit. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And that is the reason we do this year after year. It's a lot of work and we don't care because like we get emotional watching some of these clips that people send from around the globe. It is the coolest thing. And just like my mind just can't wrap around the fact that we have a community that reaches so far and wide of just like-minded people. Ultra runners, road runners, short distance runners, people who are just learning to run or getting into it, all facets of life. And it's the coolest thing. So this is a very special time for Kim and I don't want to just gloss over that fact. I need everyone out there who participated or who's watching tonight just to know how special it is for us. And we hope that you had as good a time out there as we did. And before we talk about what the awards are, you can see some of them back here on the windowsill made of brick with no windows. Ledge, I think is a good thing. If you would like to go out on your own and find photos and stories and see everyone's runs, you can do so by following the hashtag GRGR18. That's what we like to do each year. It'll change, obviously, with the year. But you can go to Instagram. You can follow the hashtag. You can go to Strava. You can see people's results. Most of them are all public. We do that so people can kind of self-check and be inspired by each other.
And you'll also be putting together a playlist.
There's already a playlist on the Ginger Runner YouTube channel, which you're watching on now. There's already a playlist of the Filmmaker Award entries. So go watch some of those. It's pretty damn cool. So go out there and the results are there for you to enjoy on your own and be able to kind of go through and be inspired to see people from around the world all participating in this really cool global event. Prizes. So one thing we like to do each year, if you got the swag bag or any of that sort of stuff, you got really cool items that we created. And I designed the logo this year, which I'm really proud of. I think it's really cool. Each year I design something new, and that's kind of something I'm proud of. But we always like to work with really great companies that create really cool things. And Elevation Culture is no different. They every year have designed our little wooden keepsakes or bottle openers or whatever we do. This year they made those amazing wooden keepsakes with the paracord and the carabiner. Eric and his whole team at Elevation Culture they're amazing. They're fast and the quality of work is great. It's beautiful handmade stuff. And this year is no exception. With the trophies, they went above and beyond. So we have 10 trophies to give away tonight. Let me just give you guys a little tour of the trophies. So you winners are really winning this year. Not only do we have this over here, the logo, which is magnetized and removable. So it becomes a fridge magnet if you'd like to just keep this on your fridge. Or you can keep it on the trophy itself. Pretty cool. Over here, we have a watch holder. So, of course, we didn't bring a watch to the table. There we go, little hair strap. Basically, you can wrap your watch around this and it holds your watch on your nightstand or whatever you want. Down here, you can put your sunglasses. It has a little ledge right on the front, so you can put whatever you want here. What I love, and this is something that Eric and I worked on or talked a bit about because it's just a brilliant idea. You can put your phone on the little ledge, and then there's even a little spot, a little hole where you can stick your charge cable. So at night, if you want, you can keep reminding yourself how fucking awesome you are by having a trophy next to your bed and charge your phone at the same time. It's pretty damn cool. These trophies are
they're beautiful.
Legit. They're so sweet.
So happy with them this year.
So we got this one is the Doppelganger Award Trophy, which is actually where we're going to start. Before we get to announcing the winners, of course, we have a lot of people that we like to thank each and every week. We can't do this without the support of our Patreon crew, our GR crew, as we like to call them. They are a part of this team that makes it happen. Every member of the Patreon crew, we would like to thank you personally for month in, month out. You guys support us and allow us to do these live shows, do events like this, films, reviews, all of it. It all is because of the support on Patreon, because YouTube doesn't pay the bills, and that's nothing does. So thank you very much, all of our Patreon supporters. 3 individuals in particular we like to shout out at the beginning of every Ginger Runner Live episode. Chris Lee from Hong Kong, his team at I almost said Cheeky Monkey Media. That's Rick. Chris at Trailblazer, great company that he started over there in Hong Kong, showcases all the incredible local trails in Hong Kong. They're putting on a new race coming up this fall called the Can Run, where you basically run a distance with cans of food in your backpack, which you then donate at the finish line to a local charity. It's amazing, a brilliant idea. So Chris and his whole team are doing some incredible things. If you find yourself in the Hong Kong area and you want to participate in that Can Run, as an example, do it. Go to Trailblazer's website and you can check it out there. Rick Bjarnason and his amazing team at chickymonkeymedia.ca are redesigning the gingerrunner.com website. They do incredible website designs, like big scale websites. They were very kind to take on our teeny little website. But his whole team is just super fantastic, amazingly talented. He's an amazing ultra runner himself. He's been training hardcore this whole summer. So big shout out to Rick and his whole team. And finally, Brian Sands, wonderful human being who we've got to meet a number of times. Ran his first marathon last October, lost over 100 pounds on his journey, just finished his first 50K, currently training for his first 50 miler. Brian, always in the chat room. I see him here tonight. He's just an incredible support for us. Big shout out to him, Rick and Chris. Thank you guys so much. Okay. Shall we?
Shall we get into it?
Oh, man.
Let's get into it.
Let's bring this up first. So these are some incredible photos, just a smattering of photos that if you go and follow the GRGR18 hashtag on Instagram, we have some wonderful people who have just taken, they took photos while they're, I love this. They took photos while they were out there enjoying their 2 hours on October 7th, participating in GRGR. Some were trying to log as many miles as they could. Some were just having fun with friends. Regardless, one thing that we just loved was all the smiles. Yeah. I like this one because it looks like a little like Inca warrior turned to the side. That's why I put that one in there. Sorry. And just seeing the pictures
Thanks for apologizing.
You're welcome. I love this photo. Look how gorgeous that is there.
So beautiful.
So beautiful. So go follow the hashtag GRGR18. Oh God, yeah, we'll get to this in a little bit too. Just make sure you follow it because it's a great way to dive deep into what goes on around the globe on the same day at the same time. People are waiting for awards. Oh, I missed it.
You missed it.
There's a photo. It's a slideshow, so it went through, and there's a photo of our friend's child who's just adorable wearing the GRGR shirt.
Tiny coach.
Tiny coach. Okay. We're starting with Doppelganger Award. How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
So 2 of our categories this year, we decided to do something a little extra. The Doppelganger Award is one of those categories. I don't know where you're going to start, so maybe I'll let you just take it from here, and I'll have a sip of my beer.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the runner-up. I just need to pull up all the names and stuff. I don't know why I don't have that pulled aside already. Make sure we get all the names and everything. Oh, come on. There we go.
Vivian in the chat room says, you got to show Destiny's map. It's epic.
Oh, that was in that same play. Yeah, that was in that same thing.
It?
Our friend Destiny spelled out GRGR on her run. It was really cool. It was really cool. Really fun surprise. Shout out to Destiny. Okay, Doppel. This is Matt Taylor. So Matt Taylor, this is runner-up.
Right.
Announcing Matt Taylor is runner-up because it's just a really funny video.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, this is Ethan Newberry checking in from Atlanta, Georgia. Just out here running the heat with my friend Shay.
Once again, can confirm, is Ethan.
Yeah, totally Ethan. So, due to a recent activity, reconstructive surgery happened to my face. So, to my freaking face. And so, you know, I'm still pretty recognizable, but you'll notice slight differences. Yeah, so, but we don't have to talk about that very long. So I'm out here, and I just want to, you know, I'm on the down low, but I got a life to lead. So I'm going to review these Saucony rides right now. They're soft, they're blue, they're made by Saucony, which I never review, ever. It's one of my morals, but I'm changing that right now because I'm technically a different man. And I'm not sure if that light was green or red, but I live on the edge these days. The edge of possibility. Yeah. Right on. I might be newly colorblind due to the surgery. It's a big if.
It's a sad, but, you know, sometimes possible side effects.
Yeah. She knows. She's a doctor.
Oh.
She's a doctor.
Big shout out to Matt Taylor. I thought that was hilarious. Love the gingerness. He can really rock the ginger beard, the head wrap as well. So as a runner-up on that category, we're giving you another entry into GRGR 19. So that'll include all the swag and everything because we want you to come back and go for it again.
I just want to remind anybody that is winning prizes or categories tonight,
yes.
I will be emailing each of you just to confirm addresses, et cetera, et cetera. This year, we do have a couple runner-up categories, this being one of them. As Ethan just mentioned, you're going to get a full GRGR 2019 package, including the T-shirt and everything like that. And do you want to say what the winners are getting?
Yes. I've just realized that for some reason I don't have I got to change something on the back end here at the photo. But yes.
Oh.
Do you want to say what the winners get?
Yeah.
Okay.
So all of our winners this year are getting, of course, their wonderful trophies that we have here. Every winner will also be getting a free entry package to GRGR 19 next year as well. We decided to do something a little bit different, as well as each of the winners will also get an Arc'teryx hat. Yeah,
we're super excited about that. So Arc'teryx really wanted to work with us this year on GRGR. They're like totally into the idea of this global run, which I think is amazing. And they donated one of their amazing running hats for each winner of the category will win one of these hats. They're valued at like $30 or $40 or something crazy, which I'm very, very excited about. And we'll be shipping all of that stuff to you guys, but we'll need to hear from you.
I will email all the winners.
Kim will email them. Even better. Okay. Without further ado, our doppelganger winner who gets the trophy, the Arc'teryx hat, the entry to GRGR 19. Brian Snyder.
Yay!
Round of applause for Brian Snyder. We loved this one because one, the beard is out of control, and it's perfect timing because my beard is out of control. But also, like,
That could be me
that
standing
could
behind
be
him.
Kim standing behind you.
That might be me.
What were you doing on Sunday when you weren't running with me?
I was standing behind people.
We loved it. Doppelganger award to you, my friend. Loved it. Yay.
I'm sorry, I was just trying to read that.
Yeah, and of course, if you guys are tuning in live and you want to jump into the chat room, please do. We welcome you to the chat room. Kim is in there checking out all the comments and stuff like that. So let us know what you guys are thinking, how you see, what you see, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm realizing that I changed one thing. Like I'm seeing here, technically, I have all these photos and everything pulled aside, but
Yes.
it's being confusing and being a little out of the ordinary.
Right.
So I just need to make sure that everything looks good. Okay. So the next award, do we want to grab the trophy or do
I
we
think
just
we
want to
can
trust
just,
it?
yeah, I'd rather just, I don't want to knock anything down.
Okay. Head in the clouds. Do you want to describe this award, Kim, while I bring in the winner's image? Because I got to redo it.
Oh, you have to redo it, huh?
Yeah.
The Head in the Clouds award is awarded to the person that gets up the highest in elevation. I think in the past, our winner has usually been from Colorado, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And actually,
I don't think it's any different this year.
And usually there's like a few people going to different peaks in Colorado, and it tends to be a fairly close competition.
So what we're realizing with the Head in the Clouds award is that Colorado has a lot of 14,000 foot peaks.
Yes.
So if you don't live in Colorado, you really got to work for it. And some of these peaks are pretty accessible. That being said, they're still getting up to 14,000 plus feet, which is, that messes with your brain. So Head in the Clouds award goes to Joel. You had to pull up. Is it Sibiersma, right? I'm going to pronounce it completely wrong. Sibiersma. I feel like
that's
I'm
probably
pronouncing
also
it
wrong.
Went up Mount Elbert in Colorado, which is 14,000. Oh, I can't see it. It's way too small.
14,423 feet is where Joel got to.
Second highest peak in the contiguous United States, I believe. So someone would have to go up to the top of Whitney to beat it. No one did, because I think Whitney might be a little dicey right now. I don't know what the High Sierras are doing as far as summits,
but we definitely had some people within like a few hundred feet of that, which is kind of crazy.
So many people topped out over 10,000 feet, which is crazy.
Yep.
I have an idea of how. So this award next year, this might be the last time we do the highest. But I have a nice twist on this that will be a lot of fun for next year. Regardless, Joel, incredible effort, managed to get all the way up to 14,004. Plus, congratulations to my friend. Head in the Clouds award goes to you, as does an Arc'teryx Modus hat. All sorts of great stuff.
Yes.
Next up.
Biggest
crew. Do you want to explain this while I fix the problem that is happening on my end?
Is this gonna be like a recurring theme here?
No, I honestly, this is it. But go ahead.
Biggest crew is pretty self-explanatory. It's we encourage people for this event to just kind of round up as many people as they can to get outside, go for a run, go for a hike, go for a walk, whatever it is. So this year we had a few pretty large group entries. And I think Ethan is pulling up our winner right now, who had, I believe, 19 humans.
Yep, all participating in the same run at the same time. I will say that they were participating in a really cool event a simultaneous event at the Rob Krar Ultra Camp, which is amazing. But they all went out on the same run at the same time. It is Alec Wong, all the way from Arizona, and the Rob Krar Ultra Cramp. That actually is kind of fitting. The Ultra Cramp. Let's see what happens at mile 65.
Maybe to you.
Yeah. Ultra Cramp. Nice job, Alec Wong. Way to get the whole crew together, get the photo. He also sent some videos along, which we'll be including in the highlight reel. But it's great to see him literally running along with everyone like, GR, like yelling at him, yelling at Rob, like, GR. Rob's like, you bet. You know, that sort of thing is pretty funny. I like it.
People are commenting on the fact that I said 19 humans. We did have a lot of entries with multiple dogs. And look, I'm not against like
We'll
Like,
count 'em.
I'm not against having a lot of dogs in photos next year, you guys.
Yeah.
Just telling you that. Anytime I saw a dog in a photo or a dog in a video, I was like, this might be the winner.
Yeah. We are big dog fans. So, yeah.
We love
We love
dogs.
dogs. That's the end of that sentence. That's how that works. Speaking of dogs,
Ours is
Gus
snoozing.
is sleeping super hard. Literally, he just snored in the background. I'm just going to confirm everything looks good on my end as far as the tech side of things for this next award.
Congratulations.
Got it all working.
Got a trophy for you.
Yay! Okay, so now we're starting getting into the big stuff. Pretty excited about this one. The biggest gain award. So what we love to see is people shooting to get the most elevation gain in 2 hours. Now, we've gotten a lot of creative entries over the last couple of years. This one takes more strategy than I think people realize.
Yep.
Because if you pick too steep of a trail or too steep of a road, you're not going to be able to travel fast enough to get as much elevation as you need in the 2 hours. If you pick something that's not steep enough, you're not going to get enough gain in the 2 hours. So it's this fine line between success and failure. We had someone a couple years ago, Chris Danucci, try a means to get the most elevation gain that does not appeal to anybody, and that is by doing hill repeats. And our male winner this year, did the hill repeats. But before we get to that male
Jumping
winner,
the gun.
I am jumping the gun. We have a female winner.
What is going on?
I don't know.
here?
There's so many things, like the tech side of things. My brain is thinking of 3 things.
We have
All you need to do is just show photos and videos.
Female winner.
All right.
So first up is our female big gain award.
And we had to get pretty specific with this one. We had to correct, watch stuff and make sure everything was on the up and up and just make sure it was all legit. I'm excited about this one. All the way from Indonesia.
Yes.
This is
Grace
May, all the way from Indonesia. Basically climbed up a volcano, 4,723 feet, non-stop, straight up. You can see the profile there.
Topo map.
The topo map, the profile and the topo is it's nasty.
Congrats, Grace. That's
Congratulations,
amazing
Grace.
work in 2 hours.
4,700
Holy man.
feet. And just for verification purposes, we like to go in, and I like to go to Gaia or Caltopo and check out the route and just see what those numbers are.
Oh, and Grace is in the chat room as well. Congrats,
Nice job, Grace. I will say that Gaia told me it's another 1,000 feet more than what her watch recorded. So I'm going to go with her Strava data and compensating with her partner's Strava data as well,
Yep.
and rounding that around. But it might be more than what she's actually claiming, which is crazy.
It's insane.
It's insane.
So congratulations, Grace. That's incredible.
Even more insane is the male winner. So this is where it gets just the number is insane. I don't mean this guy's insane. Just the amount of mental fortitude it takes to do repeats is pretty bonkers. Ryan Flint, congratulations for doing 33 hill repeats up and down a 50-meter hill with 5,541 feet of elevation gain.
So crazy. Ryan Flint is also in the chat room and he goes, he might be insane.
He might be insane.
Congrats, Ryan. It was
congratulations,
really
Ryan.
cool to look at your the profile on there. It's crazy.
It's crazy. And I just so you guys know, I did trim off that 28 seconds. It didn't matter. It didn't matter when I trimmed off that last 28 seconds. It's insane. It's insane.
I just want to add here, Grace May in the chat room says, last year I came in second by 3 meters.
That's right. I remember that, Grace, very well. It is awesome to see you get the award this year, Grace. Congratulations, and congratulations, Ryan. Both of you have quads of steel. I don't know how you both did it, because they're both 2 different strategies, both insane amounts of gain. You either climbing up the side of a volcano straight, or you're doing 50-meter hill repeats. I did the math on that.
And this shows you how you really could get creative. So even if you don't live somewhere that's super mountainous and you want to try and shoot for this award, there's ways to do it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Oh boy. Yes, so Kim will reach out to both of you. You'll get the awards, you'll
Yep.
get the hats, all that good stuff, and free entries to return.
Yes.
Calorie counter.
Oh, this one actually makes me kind of sick.
We're not going to show any puking videos. Don't you worry about that. It's not going to be as like where I was showing pictures of Rob Carr's open knee surgery.
Which we accidentally saw a bunch today.
Yep. Oh, Gus is having a nightmare.
Gus is having puppy nightmares.
Puppy nightmare. You want to go get
I
him?
have to go rescue
Yeah.
him.
It's actually
too
pretty sad. He's having a little puppy nightmare on the. It's distressingly sad. So Kim's going to go ahead and wake him up. That being said, the Calorie Counter Award is another insane category that when we started this whole thing a couple of years ago, we were thinking, how fun would it be to challenge people to eat donuts and visit donut shops and basically consume as many donuts as they could in the 2-hour period? Thinking people are never going to get to the point of like disgusting us. I will say that this year, I think we got there. The previous is Gus okay?
He's fine.
Okay. The previous record stood from 2016, Skylar Hall with 19 donuts. I don't think we had anyone last year top 19. We still had a sickeningly large number last year, but 19 was the previous record, to my best knowledge. This year we had 2 individuals go above 19. That's gross. We're proud of you.
We are proud of you.
But that's gross. So we wanted to make sure that these 2 individuals.
You mean gross in like the most loving way?
Yes. we love what you guys did. We feel terrible for you.
Thank you for taking donut joy out of my life.
Thank you for taking the donut joy out of our lives. But also thank you for doing what you did, because your sacrifice is our joy. Both of you are going to be winning tonight something, because we can't let 2 people who consumed this many donuts just go empty-handed. So we're going to start with the winner. I am very proud of you for consuming 22 donuts in 2 hours. Brian Goldman. I don't know how you did it. He documented each and every donut. His run is also on Strava and all that good stuff.
That picture
this
right
necklace
there.
is 22 donuts. He made a donut necklace and then proceeded to consume 22 donuts.
But also like wore a donut necklace in public. You okay?
It's getting hard. What I would love, I didn't do this before the show. I just didn't have time. We wanted to do it, but I didn't have the calculator. I would love
Make
for
a
someone
donut
in the live.
necklace?
No, a donut calculator. Those are Krispy Kreme donuts. How many calories are they, and how much longer would he have had to run to burn it all off? That's what I'm curious about. It would be another 6 days, I think. 22 donuts. Congratulations, Brian, for breaking the record by 3 and also grossing us out. You get the trophy, an entry to return, and to try to break your own record again, as well as an Arc'teryx hat. However, that's not the only person we have to congratulate tonight, because our good friend Matt Feldhake had a 20 donut 2-hour period. 2 individuals broke the previous record, and we want to make sure that we highlight both of these individuals.
Yep.
What I love that Matt did is he documented it with video. So he took a video. He's got a great YouTube channel. You'll want to subscribe. Matt's probably in the chat room tonight. He did the calculator. What did he say?
Matt says they are 190 calories. Unfortunately, I know.
So Matt, we want to give you some love. You will get entry into GRGR 19, of course, but we also would like to send you a $20 Krispy Kreme gift card to repay you for those 20 donuts. So you can buy another 20 donuts if you want. So you will be getting a gift card for Krispy Kreme. I'm so sorry. You probably never want to go back, but we would like to at least reimburse you by giving you a gift card to the same place you purchased them at. Here is a little bit of his video. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because I would love for you to go to his YouTube channel. Matt, drop it into the chat room there, and you can go watch the full thing at another point. I also added it to the playlist. I believe I did. Make sure I did, but I would have. I will if I have not. Anyways, here's a little bit of Matt enjoying some donuts.
GRGR 2018.
I'm done now.
Number 2. Number 3. I'm on taking numbers 4 and 5. Got numbers 4 and 5 in my hand here. It's really hot out, but these donuts are really good.
Oh, Matt.
I'm just gonna
Number 4.
number 6. Less than 20 minutes in. Just finished up number 6.
I'll stop it there because it starts to go downhill. It goes downhill pretty quick.
I also want to give a shout out to Sky Satterfield.
Yes, Sky.
Who posted an amazing video, a filmmaker and a donut submission.
Also in the playlist.
Yeah. Documents some running around the neighborhood, eating donuts, and it.
He had an aggressive goal of a dozen donuts. I don't think he got through the dozen, but you see what he went through. What I think I would go through. You have this great goal in mind. You're like, yeah, a dozen donuts. Like that's crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna do a dozen donuts, and you get about halfway through and go, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, he took a couple laps with no donuts.
Yeah, he's like,
I don't blame him.
I don't want to. I don't think I'm gonna do this anymore.
I also think that in his video, he references something like being the dad of the year, showing up at home with like a dozen donuts and telling his kids none of them are for them.
It's a great video. It is also on the playlist, so I encourage you guys to go check that out. We are going to move on to the next award here, which is the Inspiration Award. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just want to make sure I have my 2 little stories I want to read before I get to the. Oh, let's see. Nope, just one. Man,
where'd it go?
It's right here. Sorry, the other one is on the other page. Sorry, guys. Little technical difficulty that's easy to solve. Okay. So both of these, I'm going to read a runner-up, and I'm going to read the winner of the award. They're longer stories. I think they're. I'm going to kind of abbreviate the winners. It's a little bit longer, but it's very special and it's meaningful to both Kim and myself. But this runner-up, all the stories that were submitted they're again. I hate picking a winner of this. It's one of those things where each individual has their own story, and I think that's what's really amazing about this. Everyone out there watching live, everyone out there that participated in this year's event, you have a story. And you're working through it. You're somewhere in your journey, and it's amazing. It's amazing, and we would like to personally thank many of you for sharing some of those stories with us because they're also very, very personal. This one is going to be the runner-up. It comes from Matt Geffro. I think I'm also pronouncing that incorrectly, Geffro, and it is about his wife. He says, my wife and running partner Katie Rao is my inspiration. Here's why. Last May, we took a trip to Zion National Park to enjoy some epic trails and experience some natural beauty in a part of the country we rarely get a chance to visit. We ran for 3 beautiful consecutive days for a total distance of just over 40 miles. The culminating run was a point-to-point run on the West Rim Trail, ending with a 2,000-foot descent into the valley from Angel's Landing. It was epic. Following our post-race indulgence, we drove back to our hotel, but when Katie went out to get out of the car, she couldn't lift her leg. That's not good. She had to use her arms to lift her leg to get out of the car, but once she was up, she seemed just a bit sore. Fast forward a week and it still hurts. She still couldn't lift her leg to get out of a vehicle. It was a rare non-cloudy Pittsburgh day, and she was determined to enjoy the weather, so we went for a small run. After a couple of miles on our favorite 5-mile loop, she couldn't go any further. We walked back to our car, and she fought back her tears. Katie works as an ER physician at the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh. She knew what was wrong. She just didn't want to admit it. She powered on for another week before a colleague noticed her constant limp and asked if she was okay. She finally scheduled an MRI. A stress fracture of the femoral neck with the addition of a partial ligament tear, 0 weight bearing for 4 weeks. In fact, the stress fracture was bad enough that they couldn't rule out a complete fracture. They couldn't confirm it either, but it wasn't good either way. This also meant that she was out of work during this time. She couldn't hold back her tears. It was right after this that I was a terrible husband and kept my outdoor activity plans and summited Mount Rainier with a few friends. Can you believe that? She's stuck at home with a non-weight-bearing injury, and I fly out to Washington for hiking and mountaineering. Katie attended physical therapy twice a week and went to the local pool as frequently as humanly possible and just to keep her mind off the trails. Her leg still wasn't feeling right after 4 weeks, so a second MRI was done and it revealed that it wasn't healing the way that they had hoped. 4 more weeks. After 8 weeks, she finally gets cleared for partial weight bearing and allowed to go back to work. I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead a little bit here. Katie's leg at this point still doesn't feel normal, and at times it even hurts. There's a constant voice in her head saying that she's going to refracture it, and voices from doubters telling her that maybe she shouldn't run that far. No, she's not going to have any of that. She's going to run. She's got her sights set high, and she's just had to extend them a little bit. Katie is going to run whatever distance she wants to run, whenever the hell she wants to. Damn those voices. This trail running community has been wonderful for her for finding inspirational stories of people coming back from injuries, and that helps keep her positive. Hearing stories of the mental fortitude needed to endure setbacks along the way gives her inspiration to keep her eyes on the horizon. I don't know how she does it. I don't know if I could. Today for the GRGR, Katie and I hiked together for 5 miles through the woods. Then she passed me and ran for 1 more. I just want to give them both a shout out. Matt and Katie are the whole story is pretty amazing. She goes in and out of the hospital with the fracture, getting refractured and all that stuff. She's still battling the injury. I felt like it was one of the stories that we just know all too well. In this sport, a lot of people tend to run through things. A lot of people get things after long runs, and we do a lot of damage to our bodies. And it's so easy to just brush it off because we deal with pain all the time. So we just want to give them a big shout out for dealing with this. Been dealing with it for months and months and months, but they're still very positive about it. And I feel like that's a very common thing, to get into those lows due to injury and if a race goes bad, stuff like that. But to be able to maintain that positive outlook, it's amazing. It's super positive.
And I also can't imagine being a physician and knowing something is wrong. This is, but then
totally
having to go in and actually get that in writing or the actual diagnosis of the thing that you're dreading, and it's tough.
Yep. Our inspirational winner for GRGR 18 is Janine Pulmano. Janine shared some amazing photos with us. You can go to the GRGR 18 hashtag and you can see her experience out there.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear a little bit about her story, again, I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's very personal, and I just want to let Janine know. And I think we'll be able to get a little bit of touch of this just in some of the intro part of this story. But it deals with anxiety and depression and overcoming that, and even just getting out the door. We talk a lot about mental health on this show. I deal with anxiety on a regular basis. I have since I was a kid. It's been an ongoing thing for me, and I have good days. I have bad days. I have really bad days, and I have really good days. And it just, it's always the roll of the dice. Janine, I'll read a little bit of this. And we just want to thank her for sharing her story with us. And hopefully those of you who maybe also are dealing with similar symptoms and similar things. We've been talking a lot about it, actually, just in the last few weeks on this show and elsewhere. Just know that you're not alone. You're not alone. So Janine says, I chose to run the GRGR 18 because of you, Ethan. I had a rough year of depression and anxiety. I wanted to get out of this depression I was in, but I didn't know how. Some days I felt like I couldn't stop crying. Some days I didn't know what I was crying about. All I wanted to do for days was sleep the day away. I would wake up so overwhelmed and sad that I thought sleeping made me better. Then I would get so upset at myself for wasting the day and not being somewhat productive. I entered in another semester of school hoping something would change, but it didn't. I would get anxious at school and leave class early, or I would skip class altogether. I knew I needed something else to clear my mind. I reflected on things that made me happy in my past, trying to find something that made me forget and just be in the moment of what I was doing. Well, I found that to be playing sports. I grew up playing sports in high school and a part of college, all competitive team sports that consisted of some sort of ball. Getting back into the sort of setting didn't seem like an option for me. I never liked conditioning for those sports I played because I always dreaded the running. It was my very least favorite thing to do. I remember having coaches push me to points where I puked and always stuck me in front of the Indian runs and group runs to set the pace. Not only did they push me, I had to push myself, but I never really saw it as just benefiting me though, like I did for the team, not just me. Yeah, it helped me become a better player and all, but it helped me become a better player for the team. After high school, I didn't go to college right away. I didn't feel ready, and I just wanted to travel. It wasn't until after high school that I started to run with a guy who was my boyfriend at the time. I guess I wanted to impress him. Ha, silly, I know, but He was my best friend, and boy, was I slow. He was at least a foot taller than me, so his one step was at least 3 of mine, and I just wanted to keep up with him running, so I pushed myself to do so. I always had fun running with him. He was always so encouraging, and he made running enjoyable. I remember one time he tried to take me off road to check out this really cool tree, but a couple of feet into the trail, I was attacked by a million mosquitoes and looked awful. After we broke up, I didn't run as much as I used to. I either didn't care to, would run less than a mile, or run on a boring treadmill. I moved around and finally settled in California to go to school. Played a year of softball and enjoyed it. School was great. I enjoyed that as well. It wasn't until this past year I fell into a depression. This summer I hit a breaking point. I had finally left a long toxic relationship I was in, and instead of having a sense of relief and happiness, instead I lost myself in all grips of reality. Nothing could make me want to get out of bed. And when I did, like having to go to school, I felt like I had to pretend to be okay. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to do anything with anyone. I really tried to isolate myself from everyone and everything. As happy, positive, outgoing person, always with a smile on her face. Or at least those traits I get complimented the most on. But I wasn't that person anymore, and doubting everything about who I was. That was one of the hardest things for me, pretending I was okay and nothing was wrong. Until somehow, while reminiscing the past and scrolling through Instagrams, I came across the YouTube channel. First off, you'd make me cry. Everything I watched and listened to upset me somehow. I can't remember the first video I watched. It was most likely a review of some shoe that I'd never heard of. She'd only run in Adidas. But what hooked me was the running films. I think the first one was a decade on, and I thought, what in the world is this Western States, and who would want to run 100 miles? I had no idea ultramarathons existed until I started watching you document them and turn them into the most inspiring films that I'd seen. My interest in trail running and ultras snowballed from there. Running has definitely helped me on working on getting out of this funk. I know there are I just lost it. There we go.
Oh.
I know there are a lot of things I need to work on with myself, but I look back and when I played sports, I survived all those hours of running drills. I survived keeping up with fast-paced boyfriend and the mosquitoes. I pushed myself then, and I can push myself now. And I can push myself for me. I'm finally learning to put myself first because my happiness and health is what should matter. I pushed myself to find a local running group because you showed how great the running community really is. So now I go out all these weekly runs with the group. I found one on Facebook. They have made me feel welcome and have made me feel that it's okay for me to go at a pace that is comfortable to me and walk when I need it. And if I'm in the back of the pack, they always check up on me and take the time out of the run to make sure that I'm okay. Running has helped me clear my mind when I am stressed over the little things. It's definitely helped with my anxiety. All I think about when I'm running is trying not to fall and how much I enjoyed it. I forget all of the dark negative thoughts. I forget about what makes me unhappy. My mind is in the moment, and I've been needing that for a long time. So I really ran the GR18 for me. I opened myself up to try something new and difficult, pushed myself to run the furthest I'd ever run in my life, pushed myself not to give up, even when all I wanted to do was sit down on the last 2 miles of a 12-mile run. I ran it for me, but I have you to thank. You, Kim, and Gus inspired me to sign up, and I love that people thank Gus. He's the cutest little guy. Just lost my space. Anyways, I learned so much about running and trail running from the channel. And through your channel, I have watched people not give up on the most difficult times, even your adorable dog who wouldn't give up. So thank you for putting out great reviews, podcasts, music, films, and everything that has helped me believe in myself again and what I can overcome. I thank you and Kim for this great virtual run. I had a great day running the GR18 and can't wait for next year. Thank you, Janine. Thank you very, very much for sharing your story. I apologize for having to abbreviate it. It is inspiring, and again, you're not alone. I promise you that. And I know people say that all the time. As someone who deals with anxiety all the time, and sometimes it's difficult to start a run. Sometimes it's difficult to finish. Sometimes it's just difficult to be outside. Mm-hmm. You're not alone in what you're feeling. This community is incredible. People of all walks of life, all shapes, all sizes, everything from around the globe support one another. And that is a testament to the sport, to the community, to the individuals that make up this community. So much love to you, Janine, and congratulations on winning the Inspiration Award, because you definitely have inspired us, and I know you'll inspire many, many more. Yeah,
it was a great story. And
great story.
Ethan mentioned it before. It's not like, we get a lot of inspiration entries, and we're not saying that the other ones aren't inspiring, because they are. Every one that we read moved us. So thank you, everybody, for sharing your stories with us. 'Cause
We
some of
had
them are
over
incredibly
100.
personal and
Yeah. We had
And-
over 100 story
yeah.
submissions, and you can't just sit there and read them all and go, well, this is the winner. So
yeah.
if any of you shared your story, know that Kim and I read it, and know that we value every single word that you typed. And that even goes for the person who typed, I just am glad I ran. That was it. That was the
Yep.
whole thing. And we couldn't agree more. We're just glad everyone ran. It's pretty cool. We have 2 more awards to give out. What's going on in the chat room?
Well, we actually have 3.
Do we have 3? Oh, yes. Technically 3. The Distance Award, the Filmmaker Award, and the Distance Award is comprised of 2 individuals, male and female. What's going on in the chat room? Craziness?
No, just people listening to the story and chatting about that.
The Distance Award is awarded to the individuals, male and female, who accomplished the most distance in the 2-hour time period. This is always one that we're like, there's no way that they could get more than.
Yeah, this is
blank.
like I need to check, double check, and triple check.
We had some entries that didn't do the math correctly because we only have 2 hours, so we don't take a full workout, that sort of thing. We only take
Yep.
a 2-hour time frame. That being said, we're going to start with our female winner, who crushed it. Absolutely bonkers distance, 16.86 miles.
Yep. In 2 hours.
Yeah. Here it is. Do you have the name pulled up?
I do.
Katrina Hartmuth.
I think it's Katerina.
Katerina Hartmuth. Congratulations, Katerina. 16.86 miles in 2 hours. Actually,
I think
9
she-
seconds less.
Yeah, I think her thing says something like it was 16.9, but it shaved off 9 seconds.
Yeah, it's a 707 per minute mile average. Just absolutely decimated. Congratulations. So excited for you, Katerina. You win the award as well as an Arc'teryx cap and an invite to join us again next year and see if you can't up your game. That is bonkers. Bonkers.
It's pretty crazy. And we did have, I think, I don't have it in front of me, but I think our second place female was just a couple fractions of a mile behind you.
Yeah.
It was very, very close.
It gets down to a game of like decimal positions at that point.
Yeah.
So big
Yeah.
congratulations to you, Katerina. I couldn't do it. Let's be honest. I could not do that
couldn't
distance.
Do that. No.
And our male winner,
You might have heard of him.
you may have heard of him. He's been on the show a couple of times. He's sitting in the chat room. I know he's watching.
You think he is?
Probably. He was like tweeting on Strava and stuff like that earlier. I imagine he's
How do
like
you tweet on Strava?
you just do it.
Millennials.
Mhm. This guy. Speaking of crushing, like this guy absolutely crushed it. This is one of the things I went, no, this can't be right. But this one is like 100% legit because he
Yep.
not only won the distance award for GRGR 18, but he also won the Long Beach Marathon. Chris Mocco, Long Beach Marathon victor, absolutely crushed the marathon. But he also ran
21.6 miles.
6 miles. 21.6. Crispin Flower Day in the chat room's like, fucking Mako. Super close, but 21.6 miles. Because he was literally racing. He was
Yeah.
racing a marathon, and he's incredibly fast. When Mako registered, I was like, I bet he's whatever he chooses to do, he could
He's
really
gonna
dominate.
win. Yeah. And I will say that our second place male ran 20 miles all on a track. And that was how about you pronounce his name?
Oh yeah, Wouter Berguis. Berguis. Wouter Berguis. I am pronouncing that completely incorrectly. 20 miles all on a track.
It's pretty crazy.
Good flat surface, smart.
Yep.
Because it's a bounceable track, so you're probably not going to get as fatigued as much. You're dealing with no inconsistencies. It's smart. I can imagine it messes with your brain a little bit when you're just hauling balls. But this was a close one. 21 point, what did I say? 21.6?
21.6. Crispin in the chat room got 19.4.
19.4. Crispin in third place with 19.4. I believe it was third place. Just, again, doing the math on this, guys. It's it's pretty crazy. So congratulations, Chris Mako. There was a rumor that Chris Mako, as his only prize, wanted a new Chris Mako show intro.
It's just going to be me on vocals, and it's going to be amazing.
Don't spoil it. Mako, we'll see if we can't come up with something for you for your new videos. I have no problem creating something new and fun for Chris Mako for absolutely crushing the Distance Award. You got it, my friend. And that brings us to our final award. Again, this one is close to my heart. I'm a big fan of creative people, even people who are not creative, who try to be creative or like give it an attempt. Because for me, that means something to me. When I started this channel, you got to understand, when I started Ginger Runner, it was not even remotely close to where I thought my path in life was going to go. I was in Los Angeles. I was an actor. I was a comedian. I was going a path that I thought was very defined, and I had to do certain things to work my way up the ladder and become a movie star, act in movies, be on SNL, which is always a goal, have my own talk show or comedy show.
Why don't you just be on SNL?
Which is what my mom would always say.
I know.
You should go be on SNL. Listen, Mom, I'm trying. I'm doing everything I can in my power to do this. That's a whole other side story, trying to get on SNL. Regardless, I had no idea in 2011 that I would be doing anything even remotely close to what we're doing in this very second, in this very moment. And I'm very happy to be here. It all started with just creating running content because it was what I wanted to watch and just didn't exist. So I would go out with my GoPro and I would, start documenting in that sort of selfie style with the GoPro, documenting my runs, talking honestly about what was going on with my body and my mind. And people were drawn to it. And that's what's really amazing, is that it kind of started this whole genre in the running YouTube game, and it's become a big thing. And the videos that I'm watching now, I'm just sitting here going, I am so inspired by these people, because they're going out there with camera equipment. Some are like lugging around big stuff up into the mountains, like heavy equipment, to document their runs and document their journeys. And I'm a big fan of this, and these people are pretty damn talented.
Marie Claude in the chat room says, "Thank you for not making it to SNL."
Why?
That reaction was like,
why? You're welcome. I think she meant that in the way that's more
then you're
like,
here.
because I'm here.
Yeah,
so yes,
that's what she meant.
I totally. But a part of me is like, that was her like, thank you for not making it to SNL. You would have ruined it.
Oh, maybe that is what she wanted.
There's two angles. God, I'm so glad he didn't make it to SNL. I love that show. I would not have loved it if he was
Your
on it.
cynical side is showing.
Copy that. So I pulled aside 5 videos. I'm going to show just some snippets of a couple of them. I wanted to highlight them for very specific reasons. The first one I'm going to show, this was really cool concept. So Kim and I watched this and we're like, whoa, what a great use of GR18. This individual decided to do 2 sports in 2 hours.
So we're just bringing up like
states.
Memorable ones.
These are memorable ones. These are non-winners. These aren't runner-ups. I do have a runner-up and a winner, so I have 2.
Yes. These are just some of our favorite.
These are some of
ones.
our favorites. So I just want to make sure that I yes. So I apologize. These next 3, you're not going to win anything, but I do want to show a bit of your video, and I do encourage people to go to the playlist and go find them and watch them. They're great. This one, 2 sports, 2 hours, 2 states. They basically climbed, like rock climbed, ran to another rock climb, and ran.
So cool.
It is so cool. What a cool concept. So we'll just show you a little bit about it. I'll let you go watch the rest. I will spoil the first part. She gets to the top. She climbs it, and then she runs. And it's awesome. So
we loved it.
We loved it.
Yeah.
Go check it out. It's on the playlist. We really love this one because it is...
Oh.
Guys, my accountant's calling. Let me turn down the volume on that. Sorry, I didn't realize my
It
computer.
scared me.
Yeah, it is also late for my accountant to be calling.
Maybe he heard you talking about SNL. And
Yeah,
was
he's like, SNL? Wait, did we put that on your tax return? I just want to say that this next one made us laugh a lot. Run, Arno, run. You absolutely crushed it. The comedy's amazing. I'm only going to show a clip of it. Go watch the whole video.
This was Arno Tesser.
Yeah. Channel is Run, Arno, run.
Okay, next one. Calorie counter. Most do nuts consumed. I'm not sure if we have do nuts here. I've seen chestnuts, beech nuts, even acorns. I don't know about do nuts. I did bring some walnuts. I don't know if that counts, but I'm eating walnuts.
Donuts. I will not refer to them as donuts anymore. They will always be donuts. It is so funny. The whole video is hilarious. He goes on and like he does the doppelganger award. That alone made us.
Oh yeah, that
you were
was
watching it and you
so
started laughing.
funny.
I'm like, what are you laughing at? And she turned it and I was like, oh my god. We started laughing pretty good. Arno.
Yeah, that was one of my
props to you,
favorite
friend.
ones.
We loved it. I think this is another little donut one. We wanted to make sure the highlight. We loved it a lot.
That is Scotchman's Peak.
And this is our GR 2018.
This is plant positive running.
GR Ginger Runner Global Run. It's an opportunity for runners, trail runners across the world to get together and run in different locations. 2 hours of running, lots of fun stuff. Vertical climbing, distance run. You can also eat a lot of donuts too if you're so obliged to do that. GR 2018 Sandpoint, Idaho.
Up here on Scotchman's Peak. Woohoo!
Look at those.
Big shout out to Plant Positive Running. They always nail the filmmaker award. We love what they do, and the video from Sandpoint, Idaho, or the Sandpoint Peak. It's from Idaho.
Yeah.
Showcases some gorgeous trails. They brought the drone out. They got the great steady footage. They had the pups. They had the donuts. They had it all. So Plant Positive Running. We wanted to give you guys some love because your channel is great too. Plant Positive Running. But the video itself was well edited. Good music. Good crew. A lot of fun. And they kept it really tight and short, which we love. So big shout out to them. They totally did great on that video. Moving on to our runner-up. So our runner-up, the reason I wanted to showcase this video, I'll do a little bit of it. It gets good towards the end, so I encourage you again to go watch this. Shot in Qatar.
This is like the one, I think this was one of the first few videos that I watched, just kind of sifting through the entries, and actually made me tear up because, again, this is one of the things that we love about doing the global run is like we get super spoiled by seeing all these places that you guys are running, and it means so much to us to be able to see these things that we don't get to, that we're not at in person, I guess.
Yeah. So the reason I want to make this the runner-up is because it was a special way for an individual who lives in a part of the globe that we may never get a chance to visit, Qatar. Showcase just what he's able to do in these sand dunes that meet the ocean and the sunrise. And he had to get up 3 a.m. to get out to the sand dunes and run along. And there's just something special about that. And we appreciate him bringing the camera along. And it's a simple video in the sense that there's no talking and it's music. I might be a little bit biased because it's music that I created, but at the same point, hearing my music set to where this location, different landscape is like, is amazing. So a big shout out to Mubarak. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Mubarak, on this just beautiful short that takes us to the sand dunes in Qatar. end it there, but I want you to watch the video on your own. Mubarak, just beautiful spot on this earth. We appreciate you getting out there for some miles, for 2 hours in the sand dunes and making the trek out. I know it's a long drive. But as runner-up, you get entry into GR19. I can't wait to see where you take us next year. Make sure you grab your camera too and document it.
Thank you for sharing. That was beautiful.
Yeah. And again, I will be editing together a really fun recap video that incorporates as many as I can fit into it. Videos that were submitted, just little short clips. So we have clips from around the globe of people climbing mountains, running through trees, showing places around the U.S., Europe, East Asia, everything. So I can't wait to edit that together, and we'll try to get as many clips in there, as possible. You ready for the winner?
I'm ready. Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Did you have to think about that for a second?
Wait a second.
I might be ready.
Well, I feel like I have so many people in mind that I'm like, oh yeah, I really love that video too, and I really love that video, but it's okay.
There's a lot. I mean, honestly, I will give him a shout out. There's a gentleman who ran in Boulder, and he has a playlist as opposed to his videos. So they were ineligible because they were very long, 20 plus minutes clips, but it's a playlist. And I found myself entranced by this. They're all one take, no editing. Just entranced by this guy running with a camera, talking to strangers and like interacting. And I kind of sat there and I was like, I'm listening to conversations between two trail runners. And
just happened
organically. Like the camera's just on for 20 minutes. And I was like, that's pretty nice. It's kind of original. So I just kind of sat there and watched it. It's on the playlist. Go follow. Check it out.
Another one that I want to give a shout out to because I thought it was really neat. Geek with a Side of Nerd, who's in our chat room right now, is one. I don't know if you're one of the only people that actually have every single head wrap that we've ever released.
Yeah.
But in your video, Jeremy, you showcase all of the different head wraps throughout the video, and it was really neat to see.
It was a surprise. There was one point when you were like, "Is he changing?"
I was
head
like,
wraps?
"Oh wait, I think he's changing head wraps."
Wait. And he's wearing two. No, he's wearing six. He's
got them on.
Go watch it. It's very funny. Geek with a Side of Nerd. You absolutely made us roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Our winner, who last year, he already has a trophy for last year,
He does already have a trophy.
the highest point. Head in the Clouds Award winner last year. This year, unfortunately, he did not reach the highest point, though he tried, and it's in the video.
And he was very close. Very close.
Very close, elevation-wise. The reason that Tony Hill is the winner of the Filmmaker Award is the quality is fantastic. The editing is great. It fits that Ginger Runner style and formula. I loved it. I thought it was just like classic trail running self-documentary. You're carrying around a small camera. You're documenting a really cool adventure on a great day, enjoying yourself, having some fun, cracking some jokes, but also struggling a little bit when things get tough. It's very well done. Tony Hill, congratulations on being the 2018 GR Filmmaker Award winner. Here is a clip.
Woke up today to, well, a cloud. So I guess I'm going to go for it again. The Head in the Clouds Award. And we are at the Crags Trailhead this year, going on the back side of Pikes Peak instead of the front side like last year. Here we go. The forecast for today for the summit is snow, thunderstorms, but it'll come later in the day. For now, the sun's shining. We're doing good. It's a little cool, perfect for running. Just up, 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 onward, upward. GR 2018. Got this. Well, that was a staircase. It's flattening out now. And to the summit. I gotta run. You got this.
Does he get to the top of Pikes Peak? You'll have to go watch and find out. That video is on the playlist as well. Big congratulations, Tony. And everyone who submitted a video this year, they were all amazing. They were all super high standard, great quality stuff. Loved every minute of them.
There's another. Sorry,
Yeah, you keep.
I'm just like looking back at my notes because I kind of made some notes throughout the day. Paul Santi, if I'm saying your name right, you were also another one of my favorite ones. His was I am not the ginger runner, and this is not a ginger runner review, and it was really, really funny. I had a really good time with that one.
Yeah, and Tom James in the brewery stops in I think it was Australia. I think it was Brisbane. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So,
but he and his crew, they just like went out and stopped at like a ton of breweries. It was like, that's what I would want to be doing on GRGR. It's pretty great.
Yeah, and I also want to remind everybody, like, it doesn't take super fancy technology to win this category either. Like, I don't want anybody to be discouraged from entering next year. We love them all. And
that's why we have Mubarak as a runner-up. Yeah. It's like you could tell that it was filmed maybe on a phone or smaller camera, but it was the kind of the imagery and the emotion behind the video. Like you could tell that he runs in a very special place, and it got us. It's amazing with filmmaking is that you don't know what's going to work and what's going to tell a story or what's going to interest the audience, and that's been the struggle since 2011 with every movie that we've created on the channel. What's going to work, what's going to not, and everything is a little bit of an experiment, a little bit of a gamble. But the equipment doesn't always matter. And it's about the story and the person and telling the story and all that sort of stuff. So yes, next year. First of all, congratulations to all of our GRGR 18 winners. Kim and I salute you. Gus also salutes you from his dreams, which he's currently having. We are beyond happy with how this year's results turned out. We can't believe it. Another successful GRGR. We can't wait for next year. Like already just all these things we've come up with, like, oh, next year we got to do this and next year we got to do that.
Yeah, we're already taking a lot of notes for next year. We want next year to be like the biggest, the best one that we've done so far.
And there's no doubt it will be. We can't wait to have you all back participating again, getting new people in who maybe aren't familiar with it or, didn't participate this year. We know we had a lot of people that were injured too. Got a lot of emails like, I can't participate. I got injured on X day doing X thing. And it's okay. That happens. It totally makes sense. I also want to give a shout out to my parents, my mom and dad. They did GRGR this year. They did it last year. And they went a mile further than they ever thought they would go this year, which is pretty amazing. For people who don't walk or run, never have, this is pretty awesome to see my parents doing it. And my sister, both my sisters and my brother-in-law.
Yeah, my brother ran his first kind of real trail race in Alberta. And I think we actually had somebody else doing the Grizzly Ultra that was doing GRGR. But it was really cool to actually, see our family members get out there and challenge themselves.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people that just sign up and
woke up today to cloud. So I guess I'm gonna go for it.
It's Tony again.
I just accidentally faded over to Tony.
We have a lot of people that sign up and don't ever intend on submitting their results to us, and we're totally fine with that too.
Yeah.
Like if it's a way for you to motivate yourself or round up a crew to get out and go do something for a couple hours, that works for us.
Yeah. And that's been what's great about the event itself. Kim and I spent a couple of days taking the results. The Strava group is always really active. It's a community. We can see by the results that we collect and tabulate that there are hundreds of people that are participating and submitting their results, let alone just participating. There's over 1,000 people that participate this year and every year, and it's amazing. It's just truly amazing to see. Keep throwing things around. So thank you everyone who participated this year. Made it very special for us. We hope you had a great time on Sunday. To those who crushed a race while doing GRGR, that is another whole feat in and of itself. They probably had a goal of a marathon or an ultra or a shorter distance race. There was one individual who had a 9-mile race in San Francisco, ran it, placed second, and just kept running because he finished in less than an hour or something like that.
We had a couple people running 100-mile races that incorporated their GRGR into that.
There was a great story in the inspiration story. Someone was running Grindstone 100, which is a very difficult 100. It's a Hard Rock qualifier, Western States qualifier. It's one of the few double qualifiers. And they were in the early morning miles when they were tracking their GRGR segment during Grindstone. And they ended up finishing Grindstone, so big shout out to them too. Next year is going to be amazing. We can't wait. So registration will open up much earlier next year. We're toying with a couple ideas of the date itself won't change. We like October.
We do like October. Yeah.
We'll get to that when we get to that. We'll announce that. But we like this range of event dates, but the registration will open up much earlier, so you guys will have a chance to get registered sooner. Lots of other cool things that we have in the works, but also those who won tonight, we will email you. We'll get you your trophies and your wonderful Arc'teryx Modus hats. I want them, so hopefully we don't.
You didn't win any of the categories.
I want them.
I was gonna.
But get ready for Gingermas, because Gingermas is just around the corner. In a couple of months in December, we do another event that is free and fun, and we just give big stuff away. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
thousands of dollars worth of gear and really cool prizes. So thank you, everybody. If you would like to join us in the post show, we're going to have a very brief post show with our GR Crew supporters. If you would like to join us every Monday for our post shows, and then we'll always have guests and stuff join us depending on the show, you can do so. Just go to patreon.com/thegingerrunner. For as little as $1 a month, you get access to all of our post shows, future, current, and past. They're all archived as well. How cool is this?
Do you want to just show people, because they're going to get it shipped flat? So do you
want
to show them?
Yeah, if you win an award, you're going to get it shipped flat. It's 3 pieces. They slide together very easily. And the magnet just magnets right on there. Yeah. Pretty simple, but you'll be shipped the awards flat. But we'll see you guys in the post show here in just a couple of seconds. That's pretty much it. Am I forgetting anything?
I think that's it. Just we really, really, really want to thank you guys.
Thank you.
This is, like Ethan said earlier, it's one of our favorite weekends of the year, and we feel incredibly lucky.
Yeah. There's a couple questions from the live chat room. I see those there. We will talk about those in the post show.
Sounds good.
Specifically that second one. I'm pretty excited about that one. Teasing it maybe. So yes, get out there, train hard, race harder, and party the hardest. We'll see you in the post show if you are a Patreon supporter. And thank you guys so much. Huge success this year. Can't wait for next. Bye. Ginger.